You can bet in a heartbeat that I make quality videos.
Gosh, but we spent hundreds of years looking up at the stars and wondering, is there anybody out there? And hoping and guessing and imagining, because we as a species were so lonely and we wanted friends so bad. We wanted to meet other species and we wanted to talk to them and we wanted to learn from them and to stop being the only people in the universe. And we started realizing that things were maybe not going so good for us. We got scared that we were going to blow each other up. We got scared that we were going to break our planet permanently. We got scared that in 100 years, we were all going to be dead and gone. And even if there were other people out there, we'd never get to meet them. And then we built robots, and we gave them names, and we gave them brains made out of silicon, and we pretended they were people, and we told them, hey, you want to go exploring? And of course they did, because we had made them in our own image. And maybe in 100 years, we won't be around anymore. Maybe, yeah, the planet will be a mess, and we'll all be dead. And if other people come from the stars, we won't be around to meet them and say, hi, how are you? We're people too. You're not alone anymore. Maybe we'll be gone. But we built robots who have beat up hulls and metal brains and who have names. And if the other people come and say, who were these people? What were they like? The robots can say, when they made us, they called us Discovery. They called us Curiosity. They called us Explorer. They called us Spirit. They must have thought that was important. And they told us to tell you hello. This is far and away the most popular post I ever made on Tumblr. People have asked me if they could illustrate it. People have asked me if they could turn it into a novella. People just messaged me to say it made them cry. That means more to me than I can say. You probably heard that the Mars Opportunity rover died today. It was hard news to hear. I cried at my desk at work. It doesn't make it easier that it was only supposed to run for 90 days at all. It doesn't make it easier that it lived 14 years longer than it expected to. It lived a full life. It lived a very good life. It was the first set of eyes on miles and miles of Mars. It was an explorer. It was tough. It was very, very brave. And none of that makes it easier. None of that makes it okay, that it is not going to sing happy birthday to itself again. About a year ago, my childhood cat died. I loved her more than anything. I don't live near my family anymore, and I wasn't there for it, but my parents were, and they held her while her body gave out, and they say she knew she was with them. She knew she was loved. I know Opportunity was a computer inside a movable body, and not a person, or even an animal. Still, I wish it had had people to hold it. I wish it had been with the people who cared for it. It seems very hard to me to die so far from home. But I think, to the extent to which we can say computers know things, which I think is a great deal, I think knowing is most of what computers do. I think if they have a consciousness, knowledge must be nearly all of it. I think Opportunity knew it was loved. Every couple of months, I dream that I've gone home, and my cat's there, even now. Even though my grieving is over and done with, I visit her in my dreams, and I hold her, and every time, she purrs. She missed me. She's so happy to be with me again. That's a very human thing, dreaming of what we've loved, what we've lost, dreaming things that outlast death, like robots, and singing. OP is deactivated now, but something always strikes me about that last paragraph, that last line. I do not know if we will ever get to stand on Mars with our own feet. I don't know if we'll ever get to live there, but I have a feeling someone, human or otherwise, will come along and find the body of Opportunity, a computer that was so loved that her makers tried for 8 months and 1,000 messages to wake her and sang her a love song when they finally had to let her go. And I hope that they are curious, and I hope they say, hello there, old girl. And I hope that they trace her circuits, whether or not they're at all familiar. And I hope that they know how much we love them. And I hope that they know how much we love them to give them human names. Opportunity, Curiosity, Explorer, Spirit, Voyager, Pioneer, Messenger, Pathfinder, Sojourner, made with silicon minds, cased in bodies of aluminum, by creatures of carbon and iron, held in the hands of something perhaps completely the same, perhaps something different. And I hope that they learn to love her too, and cradle her in their arms, and wonder who didn't get that chance. And in the end, all three of us are made out of the same thing, stardust.